facts you state are correct. Most of them are either not. I'll clarify.
I've been online 2 days.
Okay, I put it there. I'm not hiding from the facts, and I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you the truth, and you're going to decide for yourself how you feel about this. And if you all leave opposed to it, that's your prerogative, and I respect that. But I will try to answer your questions. 2/3 to 70% of the people we serve have either a mental health issue, substance abuse issue, or both that they are struggling with. 2/3 of the people we serve. You know what? I'll round it up to 70% just because I don't want to argue with you on that. What's important is that we have the services for that. There are many places where people go. There's a hotel in the neighborhood that I've heard about.
Yeah, the drug place.
Where I don't think they have any drug treatment services.
They do, it doesn't work.
They sell it.
Well, so that's another issue for another day, but that concerns me and that troubles me because I think the important thing is not who the people are, but how the people are served. Now, you're incorrect on the fact that 70% of them are ex-cons. Though I will not lie to you that people who we serve have had histories of incarceration, no question about that. It is not, one piece of it, I'm going to get to all of it. They are not a majority of the people we serve. Okay? The owner of the building. The owner of the building. I cannot speak to his business dealings. But let me tell you, I don't know what they are. Okay? So, but I'm not, ma'am, with due respect to everybody in the room, I'm here to answer questions. So maybe he's the best person to ask those questions of, and you may want to invite him, but I can't answer questions about his business. What I can tell you is that if we are successful in our negotiations with the city and are awarded a contract based on the proposal that we've submitted, we would then sign a lease. We would not purchase. There's some talk about us buying the building. We would sign a lease to rent the building from him. So that would be the nature of our relationship with him. What he does elsewhere, you may be right, you may be wrong. I'm not going to argue with you about that, but I don't know that. So those are questions more appropriate for him. But thank you.
Wait, one at a time. Yes, sir.
Hi. My name is J.R. Ortega, and I live at 66 Clay Street, unfortunately, which is a drug house that, other people know about. It is a horrifying experience. It is an absolute horrible place, and it does absolutely nothing for nobody, with the exception, the owner basically makes you go to a place called CIS Counseling Service. They charge your Medicaid, which you guys are paying in taxes, over $400 per week. That's $1,800 a month, $1,600 a month, plus another $215 they get from us from the state. So they make close to $2,000 per person. I live in a 10-foot by 10-foot room. Between both of us, me and my roommate, we're paying $4,000 for that place, which actually you guys are paying in tax dollars. The place does absolutely nothing. You go into the CIS counseling, you sit down. Before you get to share around the room your name, they come in with message cards, they give them to you, and you leave. The second thing that they have is they have wonderful psychiatrists there. You go in there, you tell them, listen, I'm feeling depressed. Save your story, Sonny. What do you need? Oh, I need Xanax, I need Klonopins, I need this, I need that. They give you approximately between $1,500 to $2,000 worth of prescriptions that I don't need. That's why I've never cashed them in. But the majority of these people that are in these houses will cash these in, and they will go to the corner and they will sell them to your kids in high school very easily. And this is exactly what will happen if they come. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, I could talk about this for 10 hours, what I see going on. I mean, what I see going on in our supermarkets, how prices are skyrocketing because these so-called 70% of criminals that are coming in here, they go in and they shoplift. So obviously they shoplift. I've seen people in the house where I live in that have gone to key food and have taken 20 of those big things of Maxwell House coffee that costs us like $14, sell them in the street for $5 so they can buy some product, and we're the ones that end up now, next time we do Maxwell House, we got to pay $15, $16 for it.
This is one block away.
So, JR,
I mean, in my opinion, I've also been to BRC also in the city, and this is about 2 years ago. I was a client of BRC. BRC did absolutely, positively, 100% nothing for me also. The only thing that they did for me was they did give me at lunchtime on some macaroni and cheese. That's the most that they could. They charged a living day out of what do you call it? Out of the EBT card or the Medicaid card, which you guys paid for, but it did absolutely nothing for me. BRC, in my opinion, is one of the most corrupt organizations I've ever met.
So JR, I want to thank you for the courage of speaking your mind and for taking the risks that I know somebody takes to speak out, particularly where they live.
This is 1 block away.
This is 1 block away,
1
exactly.
block. They'll be dealing back and forth.
So what the things that JR described, in my mind, and I don't know all the facts, to me amount to Medicaid fraud. And I think they're worthy of investigation, and I hope that they are. I'm sorry you didn't have a good experience at BRC, but BRC is very different than CSI or CIS. Or
BRC changed in just 2 years. CSI owns, by the way, 15
So
of these
what
houses.
I
Every time
would,
they got convicted last year
JR,
for
if I
Medicaid
could
fraud
answer.
and everything, all they did was they got a big fine, so they paid a fine. They made, at 66 Clay Street, they made $3 million profit a year. They call themselves non-profit. They got a $100,000 fine and opened up 50 more houses. They make $45 million a year.
Absolutely.
$45 million a year. They own the 66 Clay Street. Now I have the $60 million in court. So all that's going to happen.
I'm happy to respond if people want me to, if people also just want to speak and want me to listen and not speak. I'm happy to do that too, so.
Yes, another question, please.
So I won't, you don't want me to answer the questions? Wait, can I just,
Again?
procedurally, can I just understand whether I'm here to answer the questions or only to listen to the statements?
To answer
Because
those,
I'd like
please.
to answer each person.
Oh, sure, please.
Okay, so if you'll give me the opportunity.